This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I got the legendary, iconic, and if you ain't seen him at any of the events that you've been at, what event are you going to? Austin's favorite MC in the building.
Man, what's up, man?
Lil Mike.
Yes,
how's
sir.
life?
Man, it's good. Just season 21, man, on my Tom Brady year. I'm blessed. Yeah, I call this my Tom Brady year. Yeah,
wow.
Doing it. Year 21, man.
That is crazy.
21.
So let's go back before the 21 years you put in. Let's where are you originally from?
Man, I'm originally from Houston. That's my birth city.
H-Town,
3rd Ward, CUNY Homes. Yeah, the bottoms originally. Yeah, born and pretty much raised. And then moved to Austin, probably like my 4th grade. Moved to Austin, South Side, Dove Springs, Brody Lane. Always been South.
Brody Lane, let's go.
Yeah, that's my hood. Shout out to the Brody boys. Yeah. So and then been South ever since.
So did you play any sports or?
I played. I know like in middle school, I did track. Got to high school, I played basketball. I'm like on the South Side. I'm a legend on Ditmar Black Court. Yeah, okay. Playing basketball.
I saw a post that you put about when people pull up in gym class.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't get it twisted. I can ball, but my main sport was football, and I did like I said, basketball during off season to stay conditioned and stuff. But then when I got to high school, I didn't realize how big some of them dudes were.
Especially out Texas, man.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm going to lean over towards basketball. That's kind of a little safe. And, I just balled and played basketball, through my sophomore year and stuff like that. But, yeah, I just love sports, just sports all around.
What high school did you graduate from?
I went to Bowie.
Okay.
Bowie, go Dogs.
What brought you to Austin?
My parents just wanted something better, because like I said, we was in the hood. Like they just wanted more job opportunities and I guess wanted us to go to better schools and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, how was post high school? Did you do any college or?
TSU in Houston. I went back to Houston, Texas Southern.
Okay.
Shout out to the Tigers. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. She just graduated from there.
Go. Okay.
Yeah. Who else over there? Michael Strahan.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, legendary. Yeah. So I went back there for a little bit. Did some radio, television, film. Then came back here and was trying to do some stuff at ACC. And just, trying to stay in school. But
speak briefly on the radio and television. Is that like what ushered you into doing the emceeing route? And did you do any of that stuff like when you were in college?
Actually, I wanted to do some television. I wasn't real big on the radio until I got into the club scene. I was more thinking about, like I said, just doing maybe some acting, just doing something in the limelight, but club thing. And this was never in my goal. Like this was just kind of thrown at me. I never.
So you go into doing that, and then you end up doing like what? How did you get from there to that? Explain. That's interesting.
It is. I was actually a bouncer at Spiro's. I was doing bouncing at Spiro's, and I ran into I wanted to do music management, and we used to have like a lot of local artists come through there. And then at the time, these guys, ATV Records, came through. They were like with Carnival Beats and stuff like that. And we got to chopping it up and being real cool. And I got to managing them. And so we were just doing shows, because I knew a lot of club venues and stuff like that. And then we went out, we booked a show in San Marcos. It was a teen club.
Okay.
And so I went out.
That's always good.
That's
what you want to get.
Got it. So I was out there first before they got out there, and I was chopping it up with the owner, and he's like, here's a mic, talk to the kids, let them know the group's on the way. And I'm like, what do you want me to say? Like I'm just here making sure everything's set up.
Now you got to wing it.
Yeah, he's like, here's the mic. And at the time, the DJ, his name DJ Skills, he worked for The Beat when he was on air, and he was the DJ for that night. So, I was chopping it up with him while I'm trying to do this. I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, here, just tell him, we got candy, sodas at the bar. And I was like, okay, whatever. So, it took off from there. Like,
so how you feeling at that moment? Like when he gave it to you, you just kind of like, are you thinking of stuff to go through in your head
I'm
now?
Like, I'm listening. Okay. He's just like, talk, tell him stuff's at the bar, Tell them the group's on the way. They're about to perform. Da da da. And at the time, the headliner was King Kali. He was like my first main artist that I've ever got to host a show for. So it was just like, tell him, he's on the way. Da da da. And I'm like, all right. So it just kept repeating myself.
Probably take, hey, man, get your ass here right now.
Yeah, I was like, y'all need to hurry up. Come on.
I'm going to have to perform some of your songs, though.
So, like I said, I just kept repeating the stuff about the bar. And then, group finally got there. And I guess, obviously, I did a good job because the actual club owner, he goes by Big Ruben. We talked at the end, and he's like, well, what are you doing next week? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, because it was during the summertime. So he's like, yeah, we do this every weekend, da-da-da, for the kids. And I'm like, what are you saying?
Your butt.
Like, yeah, he's like, why don't you come back? I'll chuck you something. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, so we started doing that all summer long. And like I said, at the time, the DJ Skills, he's like, the king of San Marcos, like, because it's only that small. So he had all the clubs on lock. So I guess after we started doing that for a couple months, he called me for one Saturday, or after the club ended Saturday, he was like, hey, I'm supposed to bounce over to Nephew's. Why don't you come with me? He's like 21 and up. And I'm like, whoa. 21 and up, like
grown folks now. Yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and he's like, look, it's the same thing, just with alcohol. I'm like, oh hell. I was like, all right. I'll see what it do. I'll come out there with you. Man, we had a blast. Like, it was just.
So the transition from the teens to that's pretty flawless, like seamless.
Yeah,
because it was like seamlessly, I would say.
Totally different, man. It was just like, I mean, it's almost.
Even though it's different, but it's like you said.
Yeah, with alcohol, like I said, promote the bar, somebody's birthday. It's just
somebody's gonna be like, "Woo!" when you say it because they're gonna be drunk. So you just like, "Hey, shouts out to so and so birthday
then they
girl."
come want to talk to you, and then I'm just like, "Oh, okay, hello, huh?" Yeah, and so that blew up in San Marcos and Nephews. And then their main night was a Monday night. I never knew like a bar or a club could get popping. That was their college night. So I started doing Monday nights for a while there. And then word caught wind back at Spiro's that I was, the owner, shout out to Josh C. He does Rio now. He's the boss man at Rio.
Doing his thing,
yeah. He
love Rio. It's a dope place.
I guess I don't know how he caught wind of me over there in San Marcos, but he was like, hey, I need you to do the teen night here at Spiro's, which Spiro's teen night was something serious. Like, we had the foam party. I'm talking about like 1,500 kids. Man. Like, so I was like, all right, cool. I got you. I've done teen parties. I felt comfortable doing that. I was like, that's cool. And then we did that a couple summers with DJ Southpaw, R.I.P. Southpaw, man, legendary.
R.I.P.
We did that a couple summers with him. And then one Sunday night, after that ended, Josh was like, hey, I need you to stay for the 18 and up crowd. We got a party or something going on. I don't know if it was a holiday or something, but it was something big on a Sunday. And he's like, I need you to stay and do the mic. I think maybe the regular MC didn't show up or something. But he was just like, hey, I need you to stay over. I was like, okay. This is my first debut in Austin. Like, I'm like, all right. And at the time, Spiro's was popping. Like, that was... Spiro's, Paradox, Chaos, like that was just the only clubs at the time. So I was like, damn, I was nervous to the mug, like, okay, I'll stay. Man, had a blast.
Was you taking like shots before?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I had to take a shot or two because I was like, damn, man. I mean, Josh, I got to give it to him. Like, man, I worked for Josh for like maybe like, it had to be like at least 6-7 years. Like, he taught me I could say the business side more so when I started the hosting. Like, this is why do you promote the bar? Let me show you. This is why. Because if the bar's not doing this or people not going to the bar, then this not getting done, then this not getting done, then eventually I can't pay you. He showed me the business side, why you promote the bar, why you check to see what the crowd is like. You know what I'm saying? He just taught me
The
aspects.
things that the little things.
Yeah, because people, when they walk in the club, they just see you on the mic, hey, da-da-da,
Look, yeah,
da-da-da.
that's good. Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that's cool. But like I said, he taught me the business side where he can make money and then where I can help him make money and then where I can get paid at the end of the night. So I got to give it to him. Yeah, he gave me the business side of it.
That's dope. Because like at the end of the day, if you're MCing, you're basically running like you're verbally kind of like it's like traffic. You're maneuvering in the club in a sense, or
moving the hurdle, making sure they're going to the bar, making sure they're having fun.
It's just a circle. You're trying to dance, do this. So it's definitely
he just taught me like how to just be aware of the club. Like usually I'll see you before you see me in the club. He just taught me like if you see a bunch of the girls come in, if it's their 21st birthday, you know what I'm saying? Just pay attention to the door, who comes in. And so, like I said, normally 9 times out of 10, I'll see you before you see me. I'm always aware of, like, if it's a 18th birthday, might be her first time in a birthday. Shout out Emily, 18th birthday in the building. Or if it's a bachelorette party, you know, you see all them coming in, you can't miss them. Got to show them love, shout them out. They go crazy, and they're going to remember that. Especially like the 18th and 21st birthdays, because you got to remember this might be this girl's first time stepping into a club, and her first experience is you.
Exactly.
Like you shouting out Emily, she's going to remember that. And which I've had that experience. Like it's crazy because I remember I got people still coming up to me now at the lodge talking about, I remember you from Teen Nights at Spiro's. And I'm like, damn. Yeah, like, who's that? My boy Javi the Barber. Like he comes, he's a regular now, and he's like, yeah, I used to be in the phone parties, and I was like, damn, you got me feeling old. I was like,
but it's like I said, it's iconic, legendary. We ain't just saying that just to say it. I mean, you've been doing it and holding it down 21 years.
Blessed, man, blessed. I mean, it's been a couple other MCs that's been out there, and I would just have to say the key is consistency. Like some of them, you know, might fall off. I mean, life happens, you know, have kids, family, stuff like that. Yeah. You know, you can't knock that. I mean,
you got to find your pocket again and then make it work.
Yeah, it's just the consistency. That's the key. That's the main key. You got to stay consistent. Got to stay active. You got to, especially with Austin, stuff changing every 3 to 6 months. Like you got to roll with the crowd. I mean, some of them can't be like a chameleon and blend in with the crowd. You got to cater. I mean, you can do the hood crowd over here. Then over here, you might have not, you know what I'm saying, not so hood crowd. Yeah, low key, but they still turn up. Just, you got to go with the flow.
Shouts out Josh, man, for creating or helping cultivate, you know, the Austin's favorite MC. And speaking of that, how'd you get that name to be dubbed? How long did it take to get the name?
Honestly, shout out to Michael Watts, man. Swisher
House, Michael Watts.
Started doing shows and then running into him. And then he's just like, damn, you everywhere. Because they showed our book, I've been with him. And he's like, I see you everywhere. He's like, what are you, like Austin's favorite MC or something? Damn. And I'm like, I'll run with that. I was like, coming from you, I was like, I'll take that. And then shout out to DJ 2DQ because that's Austin's favorite DJ.
Shouts out DJ 2DQ.
Yeah, he, you know, that guy right there. Now he taught me the actual skill of emceeing, like far as the vocals and that wise, like, and then blending in with the crowds and like, I guess being a chameleon there, because I have to give it to him, like with the Latino crowd. Like he gave me my Latino fan base. Like I go still today. I go party with him. I'll be the only brother in the club, but everybody.
I rock with 2DQ, man.
Man, everybody shake my hand, show me love. Like I don't feel no kind of way. I don't feel different. I'll be the only black dude in there. But like I said, 2D gave me my Latino fan base. Yeah, without him, I don't think I'd be able. I wouldn't feel as comfortable. But yeah, he taught me like I said, the vocalistics of it. And if you know Tootie, he don't let too many people rock on his mic. But anytime I come in the club, he'll just put it in my chest. And I'm like, I'm just hanging out, you know. And he'll put it in my chest. And I'm like, coming from you, I was like, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
That's dope.
But yeah, he definitely taught me the vocals. And like I said, we still rock today. Yeah, I see him on Sunday sometime, you know, go chop it up with him. Yeah, OG right there, triple OG.
So what is I know you spoke on something, so I guess to answer the question again, who's some of your favorite promoters that you like to work with? Like, if you could just name a few. Like, I know you named some.
I mean, I'm like right now we got my boys.
I guess more like now, I would say.
Like right now, like we got. I know they own Texas Crab King out of San Marcos. That's my boy Ruben that I was telling you about that did the teen night. His son is taking over now.
Okay.
Johnny Boy.
Keeping it in the family.
Yeah, Big R Productions, man. Shout out to Johnny Boy. But matter of fact, we just did the ZRO show at Texas Ski Ranch. Yeah, we did ZRO, then we just did Powwow. Now we're trying to bring a couple more artists, I know, next month.
How was that growing up in Houston? And then now you're like working with those like legends though.
Man, it's crazy. Feel? Like Flip, just all of them. Cause I'm like, that's like I literally used to listen to them.
Grow up on
going to the flea market, getting them CDs, and it's like now, elbow to them, or some of them know me by name, like Kali. Like every time we chop it up, his tall 6'7" ass, lean over me. I'm like, what's up, Kyle? Him, Flip, yeah, he's cool. Charlie Boy. Him, the Rhino, DJ Bull.
Man,
like it's just so many.
The ones that we just grew up on.
Like actually listened to, like had CDs. I'm mad because I used to have like a big binder, and when I had a Blazer, and I had a binder like all of them screw CDs. Like I had them all, and somebody broke into my car and stole my binder. Like I think I was more hurt. Because, like, those are so irreplaceable.
You can't, it's not like you can just reload it digitally like you can now. That hurt.
I had
because if you had the book, you had the whole book. That's like, you worked for that book.
I had all of that because I used to, like, go back and forth home, and I go, to the flea market, and they have, like, deals, 3 for $20 and stuff like that. So I, like, literally had, like, almost 2 binders. Big binders full of CDs. Like, I think that's what hurt me the most when they broke into my car. I was like, damn, y'all could have left my music. Like, because that would have been banging right now if I would have had that. Like,
that's physical stuff you can't get back.
No.
You don't realize that until, like, nowadays. You're like, dang.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite event you've done?
I mean, I definitely like doing South by. That, oh, my God.
How was that experience?
That's nuts. So, like, literally from sun up to sundown, running around and head cut off. Like,
that's dope, but that's what you live for, right?
Yeah, it's fun, like the adrenaline. But man, at the end of the day, as soon as you get off a 4-hour show,
no voice.
You back, yeah, literally, like feel like I'm swallowing razor blades. Like it's been that bad. Like literally, I had to like get some lemons and stuff like that. But it's cool. You run into a lot of people. I remember one time it was probably like 3 a.m. and I'm walking through the Hilton and I hear a familiar voice and I can hear him at the checkout register and I just kind of look around and you got Sinbad, the comedian, checking out just out the clear blue. I'm like, damn, what's up, Sinbad?
Sinbad is underrated. Yeah. Man. I like Sinbad.
Yeah, man. That's OG. Like, grew up on him. Yeah, he was just chilling, checking out and stuff. And I, chopped it up with him, asked him, how'd you like Texas? And he's like, I love the barbecue. And I was like, that's what's up. Yeah, we took a picture and stuff. I just met a lot of random people, and they still keep in contact today.
It's a good place to network. Great place to network.
I think one of the craziest shows I had was a ZRO show. It was by where Republic Live used to be in a warehouse district. I can't think of that place, but it was mainly used for like rock and roll. It was a big open venue. I don't know if it's called Empire. Maybe it was Empire. But stuff's supposed to close down at 2. Man, I tell you, it was probably going on 3:15. And if you know Austin, everything has to be shut down by 2. It's going on 3:15. And I'm talking about the venue only was supposed to hold maybe 800 people, 1,500 people deep. Like
still after that time.
Still waiting to see ZRO. I'm talking about I am drenched in sweat. Like I just jumped out of a pool. And I don't sweat like that. I'm good, but I'm just covered. I'm drenched. I'm wearing contacts. My contacts are melting to my eyes. It's that hot in there. And I'm talking about like them people. I don't know what was so special about the ZRO show, but them people did not move. I mean, all you could see was just a wall, a sea of people. and it was just so hot because of how many people was in there. And like I said, my contacts kept rolling up, melting because of the heat. And like I said,
might as well just threw them mugs.
Yeah, it was pretty much a wrap.
Yeah,
man. But when he hit the stage, like everybody, that was probably one of the most chaotic. Yeah,
interesting.
And then probably one of the most coolest ones, artist I got Chop It Up with was the Mystical show I did. Just one because I forgot. I mean, of course we all know Mystical, but when he did his set, I forgot how many, like, I was like, damn, he did do that. Oh, damn, damn. And then afterwards, he stayed. He shook everybody's hand. Like, he talked to me like I knew him. Like, we were just sitting down, chopping it up. You know, he looking at the girls. Oh, she cute, da-da-da. I mean, just chopping it up like on just regular stuff. And like I said, he stayed after, took pictures with everybody, shook everybody's hands. But like I said, I forgot how many hits. Like,
a lot.
Yeah, I was just like, I could say almost like was starstruck just listening. I was like, damn, he did have that song. He was on that track. He was on that. Yeah, he killed it. That was probably one of my most fun shows. Like, you know, it kind of worked itself. I didn't have to do too much work. You know, it was a fun show. It wasn't stressful. You know, shout out to that boy Mikey. Yeah, he did that one. Yeah, I got to give him credit on that one. Yeah.
Where am I at? Oh, so favorite venues that I guess what's one of your favorite venues that you miss, and I guess what's your favorite venue now? Would it be like
probably club wise? It would definitely have to be Sparrows, between Sparrows and Chaos.
That's what I was gonna say.
Sparrows. It would have to be one of them two. I mean, I was just back in club life, like when you can go clubbing, because right now there's no club.
I mean, it's kind of unfair, but I guess even like 2 years ago, like what's a more recent like club that you like even like 2 or 3 before the pandemic like really struck?
I mean, we had Terminal 6. I mean, that was the only club we have on 6 downtown now. Yeah. Everything's catered to the bars. It's a bar scene. And now that's something that I just learned during the pandemic. Because like I said, I was at Terminal 6. And then once again, when that shooting happened on New Year's Eve, and they shut that down for good, you know, one of my friends DJs at the lodge, shout out to DJ Rascal, Mike Blends. Rascal was like, hey, because he's in that circle with 2DQ and all them. They all run together. And he's like, hey, you know, come hang out with me at the lodge. And I was like, this bar stuff, I've never done bars. Like, out of all the years I've hosted, I was always stuck in the clubs. So, like I said, when the pandemic hit, before everything shut down, when I think we're at 50%, like I said, Roscoe was like, hey, come hang out with me, whatever. Come grab the mic at the lodge. I'm like, all right. I mean, I guess. I mean, when I first started, like I said, it was a little slower for me. You know, I had to relearn everything again because it's totally different from the club scene. Because when people go to clubs, they go to stay. Like, they're there all night. That's what they do. And people make their money at the door. They're not really worried about the bar. So, you know, it kind of runs itself. But with the bar scene, you know, they make their money at the bar. So you have to constantly do the bar. It's almost like restarting a new movie every 15 minutes. That's pretty much the gist of it. That's what I got of it. Starting a new movie. Because like I said, you get crowds in. They come in, take a shots, party, dance, twerk. Then they're on to the next bar.
Yeah, bar hop.
Now the catch is, because I got bored. I got tired of that, watching that, you know. So I was like, well, what if this crowd over here doesn't leave, and then you got people still trying to come in? You know, how does that work? So I was like, okay. So, you know, I just started, you know, bringing my Lil Mike, Austin's favorite MC, into it, turning up, you know, bringing me into it. And now that's where we're at. Like, people don't want to leave. They want to stay all night. So they don't want to leave. You got a line outside. People want to come in. Your bar's only so big. So now what do? You got a long-ass line outside. People trying to get in. And it looks good.
Exactly.
I mean, so I have to do something to keep myself busy. And so I guess that's how I challenge myself. You know, how long can I build this line? Shout out to Matt, boss man. If I can drive him crazy,
Shouts
because you
out.
see the line at the door. And
But
stuff
see,
like
that's
that.
a good problem to have. You're
That's
like,
what
well,
I'm
you
saying. I
can't
love
come
it.
in here. It's starting to get exclusive now.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So as long as I
dope.
see a line at the door and something like that, and the club's packed, and people at the bar drinking, then hey, it's good. But yeah, I have to kind of, like I said, challenge myself and make it like a game. Because like I said, it's a lot slower than the club scene. Because like I said, it's hard trying to keep in the club scene 18-year-olds entertained weekly. Like, their attention span is. So, I mean, that's kind of hard to deal with. And then jump into the bar scene to people our age, we're more laid back. We're not twerking and this and that and, turning up. Because, like, them kids over there when it was at Terminal 6, like, I'm talking about from the time the club opened, from the time it closed. Like, they just want to turn up. There's no slow and no, just it's straight. Yeah,
exactly.
No downtime.
Like,
so that's one thing that I like doing the bars, because at least we can slow it down, throw some R&B, catch your breath.
Intermission.
Yeah. Get to the bar, get you a drink, and then come back up and turn up. And yeah, so that's one thing that I learned. Like I said, this is all still new to me. I'm still learning stuff week in and week out.
So when the pandemic hit, was that kind of, I saw it looked like you were kind of out of the, at least social media wise, out of the scene for a little bit. Is that what kind of halted you doing that? And then whenever I guess things started being able 50% at least to open up, is that what kind of made you come back?
Yeah, because at first I was ready to hang it up. I was ready to put my jersey in the Raptors, it was about that time, man. I just started, during the pandemic, I started finding another hobby, started messing with shoes. So started buying shoes and stuff and getting into the shoe game. And like I said, I was ready to put my jersey in the Raptors. It was time.
It's good that it opened back up to get you started again.
It is, because I didn't
know
if I was done or not. I mean, I really thought I was, but everybody's like, "Nah, you still got it." I'm like, I've done. I done did it. I'm good. Like, I don't have nothing left to prove. Like, I'm good. If it was my time, it was my time. Like, I'm good. But I guess God has something else in store for me, because here I am again, week in, week out.
Called you back.
Yeah.
Well, it was good having you, man. Do you got anything coming up?
Like I said, we're working on, I think we're trying to do something with the Beat King. Got New Year's Eve coming. Just got a lot of stuff coming. A lot of stuff coming. Yeah.
Just be on the lookout.
And then February, my birthday bash.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
What the Hamis event?
Also, touch on before we wrap it up. Talk about the Hamid Yaz event coming up, December 4th.
Yes,
the Austin OGs.
Yes,
talk about that.
That is going to be dope. December 4th at Spinners. Like, basically, a lot of the legends, the musical legends, not even just music, just people that had an influence. Period in the Austin just industry. Period. Like, a lot of the OGs. It's like a reunion. Like, it's not a performance. It's too many people to perform. So it's just like a big family reunion. And then it's a good place for people that are trying to get in the music industry, or just the younger generation. If they want to come touch base, just come rub elbows, get contact info, just to see like some of the people that laid down the foundation for where you can get on the mic. And if somebody ask you where you're from, Austin, they don't laugh at you. Like, because these people on the flyer, like, all of them, that's probably a lot of them 20 years of deep too.
Oh, heavy hitters.
Like,
all of them, all the names. I was looking, it's loaded.
And then we, like I said, forgot some. It was just so many, to name, to put on one flyer. I mean, it would have been dope if we could have did like performances, but it's, of course, way too many. But just having them in a building at one spot, like I said, we done lost a couple. So it's kind of a reunion. It's an actual reunion, because it's a lot of people are doing stuff. Some people not doing music. It's just to catch up. And like I said, a good networking event for the younger generation, the next generation coming up. Hopefully they're not too egotistic, don't want to show up in the building and stuff like that. Hopefully they pop up and, like I said, come take notes, ask questions. Don't be afraid. I get some people that want to do hosting, and they always inbox me or ask me questions. Like, I just hope, you know, they're not too modest and they want to come out and just take notes and see like where we came from and stuff like that.
So people that are getting into this or have only been doing this for a year or so, go to that, because that's some good stuff to go to, and we need that camaraderie out here.
Yeah,
in Austin.
Because I mean, like I said, I was blessed to have some mentors and tutors and stuff like that, and so it's cool to be able to give back. You know what I'm saying? The people that want to follow in the footsteps. Because like I said, I don't know who I'm gonna hand the mic to when I'm done, because I know my time's coming. It's like I just want to know, you know, the mic, 6th Street's in good hands. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody dirtying up the game or nothing like that. So like I said, when I get ready, I want to pass on the mic, make sure it's in good hands.
Good hands. You don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where can we find you at on the socials and everything else?
Man, you can find me Instagram right now, Club God 512. Everything's on there. I'm pretty active. Like, you hit me, I hit back. I'm pretty active. Club God 512. Yeah, my Instagram. All my information's on there from there.
Well, like I said, it was great talking to you, man.
Man, I appreciate you reaching out, because I don't talk to a lot of people because I don't know what they do, like with the venue. But when you hit me up, I was like, yeah, definitely. I love.
Well, I feel honored and I appreciate you coming through, because like I said, you're legendary and people want to hear your story. People want to hear you speak, like, you know, what, you know, from the beginning, and, you know, briefly touch on it. Hey, if y'all are at an event and this man ain't emceeing it, or his protege isn't emceeing it, then you're not at the right event. Go figure out where he's at, because it's whack wherever you else is at. Like I said, it was good having you. This is Jay with Pop Austin Media, and I'm signing out.